Yo, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all the other episodes, stop by raprankings.com or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. Track 3, Not Told, featuring Ka and Knowledge the Pirate, produced by Roc Marciano. Giving this record a 7+.
6+.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Legitimately, wow. Okay. I'm not mad. I'm shocked. Like, I would love for you to explain.
Okay. I've never been in love with the beat, but fair play. I don't really love these kind of like psychedelic guitar type beats in general. So I almost feel I thought this was an Alchemist beat because he has so many that sound like it. But you said this is Roc Marciano?
Yes.
Okay. I'm typically a fan of his production. This one, I'm going to blame it more on my personal taste than any issue with the beat itself. I just don't love, like, psych rock samples that much. Mm-hmm. You know, results may vary as far as those go. I just feel like I've heard so many, like, stoned guitar 70s like guitar.
Are you like you're referring to like that? What was that Skeletons on Astro World? Like things
I don't
like
remember that album.
Oh, well, who can blame you? Yeah,
but yeah, it's like it's like it's like sampling guitar solo beats. Not a big fan.
Right.
So that's number one. Number two, I actually like the hook. I like Rock on here a lot. Ka's good, but I don't think this is the kind of beat. Ka would have sounded better on the last beat to me. Like, when I think of Ka, and he has an appearance that comes up later on where I think he fits the beat a lot better. To me, he's getting drowned out by the guitar. Because the voice, his register is just like, it doesn't really cut through. It's like, he's almost soft-spoken.
Right.
Or like measured in his sort of vocal approach. And... I've enjoyed Knowledge the Pirate on future Roc Marciano albums. He doesn't do anything for me on this verse.
Well, I'll just meet you there and say, for me, best verse, Roc Marciano, then Ka, then Knowledge. And none of them had bad verses. In fact,
no,
the reason this is a 7...
The problem is that next to Roc Marciano and Ka, Knowledge the Pirate, who's a perfectly serviceable rapper, sounds a lot like Meat and Potatoes.
Right, compared to these two, of course, right. Yeah. You know,
who feel
most
like
rappers would.
Almost highly specialized, you know, writers and stuff like that. So he's good. I'm just not necessarily as crazy about him as I am about Rock or Ka.
Right.
But mainly my disdain for the song comes from the beat, not anything that the rappers did.
I'm sorry. I know what you said, but then shortly after, I heard it as crazy about rock and cock. I'm just like Moulz smoking crack and sucking ding-a-ling.
Rock and cock. No. All right, Roc Marciano wouldn't like all this kind of talk from you. Okay, we know about
it. He probably called me the redacted word. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, the drop at the top. I won't hit the drop because it wasn't him saying.
And that's another thing. It's like, whatever, like that doesn't do anything for me.
What's funny is it's one of those situations where, well, the drop, folks, at the top of the record. I'm not gonna hit the Triple H drop for this drop, but it's like it sounds like a woman, but I think it's a dude. You know, talking about.
No, it's a woman.
You know? Oh, okay. Well, she's like, you know, the dudes that get football numbers, you know, long bids, like 20, 30, or 60, 70 years, whatever, football numbers. Like, those are real niggas. You know, like, implying snitches. He's like, you know, they redacted thug. I call them fucking redacted thugs. I'm like, no, you don't call them. Many people call them that. It's just like DJ Quick saying, you know, in Compton, we call that, you know.
In Compton, we call that spur of the moment.
Right. It's like, I mean, maybe, yeah, sure, but it's not just Compton, you know. You didn't invent the phrase redacted thug. I'll say it's not I don't want to use redacted for the H word. Let's just say hobo thug. There we go.
Okay.
You know, redacted
or
is the
just HOMO. I mean, it's not technically not a slur. It's just like I guess
Right.
colloquially referred to sometimes as a slur. It's, I guess, depends on intent, right?
Well, this is my argument about like why I never want to say the shortened form of Jewish, because it just feel like it's been used as a slur for so long. I don't
even
feel
though there's
comfortable.
technically nothing wrong with it. Like, I am a Jew.
Right. But I'll just say Jewish, because I don't want to. Look, the freaking Eric Cartmans of the world, and the Nazis,
Eric Cartman is Jewish now, apparently. So leave my brother alone.
Yeah, I heard. He came through that daggone, what is it? What was it? The COVID post. He came through the COVID special they did talking about,
by the way, I'm Jewish.
No, he was like, by the way, I'm Jewish.
By the way, I'm Jewish. Okay, I can't. My Cartman isn't. I don't do him often, so he's. But anyway, folks, this is one that survives on the raps. Let's start with the chorus because I like that. It's another great rap.
But let me ask you a question. I'm curious. How's 7+ for this? 7- for the last one.
I like the beat better here.
Oh, okay. You like this kind of beat.
I don't like this kind of beat. I just like it better than
I call these Apocalypse Now ass beats.
Well, yeah, the apocalypse was now. And, I like to live in the present, I guess. And I like it.
After all this talk of the beat and me not liking it, should we play him a little bit of it?
Yeah, let's give him a little bit. Dang on, not told. They said the game is to be sold, not told, but playing is different from telling, We let the music speak for us. There you go. We beat that. We're not hobo thugs. We didn't snitch. So here you go.
Niggas ain't like they used to be. And the niggas that you thought was somebody, if they ain't dead, and them niggas is in jail and they got football numbers, they all good. Them are the real niggas. But them niggas that went to prison and you see them out here saying this, that, and third, they know who they are. They a homo thug. I call them a fucking homo thug. They not dumb. I don't have no respect for them. Cause you don't tell. The game is not to be told.
I'm in that all black boat. You see how I be leaning like I'm on that dope. Certified grimy nigga wore that coat. Knock your ass over like poor black folk. Bag up the coke like Quaker Oats. Take notes, play the stove. Lames are disposed. Trade 8-0s, banging your clothes. Train hoes, games to be sold, not told. Learned life lessons, late night fighting leopards. Polo down like Tyson Beckford.
You know what else though, Mel?
What else?
I feel like coming off of the last beat, this kind of beat is like, it might be too quick of a progression from like the quiet to the loud.
Okay. All right. Hey, if you feel that way, it's all right. Well, you stay on the shore because I'm in that all black boat. All right. This might be one of my favorite rap hooks of all time.
This is a good.
Because like every line, I'm just like, I'm popping. See how I be leaning like I'm on that dope. Certified grimy nigga wore that coat. Knock your ass over like poor black folk. Oh my God. It's like, and I'm a boatman. I like boats, And the image, just the pure image of a black boat. I don't know.
That's
maybe
true.
I'm tripping,
I don't
but
think
that's not.
See, are those
Right.
like maybe not legal on the shores or something?
That's what I was thinking when I heard it.
Because I'm
like, I really don't see black boats. They're probably hard to see at night.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like a black boat. That's amazing. We need that drop of Young Thug. Black marble in my house for blacks. Black boat on the water for blacks. Shout out to Oceans by
No, we're not shouting that one out.
Yeah, you're right.
There's something at the end of the song that I pop for where it's like an old like newsreel clip or something where it's like about Hempstead, Long Island. I popped.
Oh, okay. All right, you're from Long Island. You're supposed to. Yeah,
6+. I mean, like this. I don't hate this at all. It's just like I don't know. It's not all the way there for me.
Well, Roc spit a perfect verse to me.
His verse is very good on here.
Perfect.
I constantly went back and forth with like, should I just give this one the 7 just based off the Like, I feel like Roc is perfect for this beat. Ka is just like, his vocal register doesn't click with this beat for me, and Knowledge, I could take him or leave him on here.
Folks, I just want to speed through this because it's a perfect verse. Learn life lessons, late night fighting leopards, polo down like Tyson Beckford. Flow is nice, the blow is white like Robert Redford. Little homie, this is just textbook. Flesh is cooked, bust my gun like them kids in Red Hook. Keep it jumping like Russell Westbrook. It can't be better put. We live fast, got a lead foot. Push sevens out in Meadowbrook. Your melon get whooped. Find your skeleton in the hood. I sat and had a sip at the Gentleman's Club. Intelligent writers, pockets got elephantitis. Come with choppers like helicopter pilots. I'm getting sweaty. I'm
By
shaking
the way,
right
Meadowbrook, real place on Long Island.
Oh, I figured. He ain't a
And a
fictitious
parkway.
man.
There's a Meadowbrook Parkway as well.
Shout out to Long Island and shout out to Roc because I'm
if you're
sweating,
from Long
man.
Island, like Roc
hyperventilating.
Marciano is a Long Island rapper who does not run from Long Island. In fact, he embraces it. He's always repping Hempstead, and he's always shouting out other places. On the Rosebud album, he says, "You find your body out in Glen Cove." Like, he's always shouting. If you're from Long Island, you tap into these region-specific references. Very good stuff.
Look, man, I gotta chill out. This is audio caffeine for me. I drive a five lopsided.
I'm telling you,
iron.
the bars are just too tough. They're just one after another, just unrelenting almost.
Bro, pop iron trying to make a hole for you like Lyman. Designer trends is high end. I'm disguised in. Cartier's is wired thin. Keep my eyes hid. Take advice from wise men with ends. Rhymes is deep. You might want to dive in and swim. You feel the pain in the music. My ways are polluted. Big chain hangs stupid. Oh my God. It's the verses like this that make me want to come back to rap, bro. It's just like, yo, he's having too much fun. I want in on this.
This is an album that will have, if you ever rapped and then you stop, this is an album that will have you plotting on your return.
You start itching. You start itching and looking around like, yo, let me hit that pad.
The only thing that's going to stop you
like,
is you're not writing like this.
You're not writing like this, most likely. And also, as he told us, previously in the album, I love the art, but it's a business or whatever he said, it's a business, So, yeah, look, now was the pirate. He was cool. That's just
Again,
that white
nothing
chalk.
against him, but like, I think he's not on the same level as the other two.
What did he mean by I threw Nick Cannons off of my pirate ship, married to Mariah Carey as I hugged the strip? I get the Nick Cannon Mariah Carey connection, but what about Nick Cannon would
Cannon's pirate ship? They shoot cannons.
I made that connection. Maybe it's that. Unfortunately, I figured it's because like hip hop treats Nick Cannon like he's a cornball, I guess, which isn't for me to discuss, but that's just how I interpret it. I don't know. But nice nautical references, submarine and Rolex wrapped around.
Nick Cano can come on rap and address those allegations.
I ain't got no
himself.
problem with Nick Cano personally. Like,
I'd welcome him to address any allegations of corniness on this show and respond to any of the rappers who have taken shots at him over the years.
Listen, he's never really been my cup of tea, but he did give us Drumline. Gigolo was a little hit, I ain't got no problem with Nick Cannon. All right, Wildin' Out. People like Wildin' Out.
Wildin' Out was a hit.
On. Nick Cannon is good. He's good. All right, he's good.
I'm not going that far.
Nick
I'm
Cannon,
just saying he's welcome to come on the show.
Nick Cannon is a 7-.
I'm not issuing a rating.
Okay.
I'm not issuing a rating.
Fair enough.
He's welcome to come on the show, and at the conclusion of his appearance, I'll give him a rating.
Speaking of Nick Cannon, I know he was feeling this verse when Kai said, our haters grew, necessarily sinning, going with confidence, temporarily winning, knowing the consequence. Fuck man law, I'm speaking of the fire, word to the sire. My fans pour, I'm preaching to the choir. I said,
fucking God.
I had that Dr. Umar. Ooh. Okay. And I know you said his voice doesn't really fit the beat, but like his voice is so commanding, and it's just like you hear him and you gotta listen.
What it is though, and like some people will say like, oh, this is done with intent. It's like you kind of got to lean in a little bit, right?
Yeah. It's just, oh man. He's the street storyteller. Like,
I think
he's
Ka is the best writer in rap today, for that matter. Like, his writing is on another level. It reads like poetry. With some of the most beautiful writing I've encountered in my life in any sort of medium. Like, I'm talking like this shit translates to literature to me.
For all you dorks out there talking about rap ain't art or whatever they be saying, okay, we know about you. Been known about you,
and you ain't black.
Listen to Grief Pedigree or The Knight's Gambit or Days with Dr. Yenlo or Orpheus and the Sirens. I mean, Jesus, he's one of the best writers in hip hop history, I would say. And he's incredibly consistent.
My final note on this, you say you don't like hip hop, it's not music.
I know, because you're racist.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
No, not you, them. When I say you, it doesn't always mean you self-centered jerk. Okay.
You said me.
I know. But theoretically, you it's a what is it? Not theoretically, figuratively. Is that what I'm moving for? You is them.
No, they is them.
I'm speaking
is
to
a
the
song
audience.
on To Pimp a Butterfly, which is coming in season 9, I believe.
Oh, that's the letter U, man. Look, you better letter than P. Look, I know we already got on this, but listen, this P agenda has just overtaken the globe.
There's 25 other letters. I mean, we could get cracking on other letters. We could kind of stake our claim on other letters at the moment and say you're not.
No, you know what? No. We're gonna address this head on. I'm gonna stake my claim on P. Look, since Gunna didn't want to define it, I'll define it. And this is what you get for being an unserious man. Okay. Goofing off, laughing on camera, knowing you pushing nonsense into the world full of nonsense. We don't need any more nonsense. As of now, pushing P officially means masturbation.
Wow.
Yep. They said, Mel, all your slang involves masturbation. Is seeing about yourself, going to the city, putting yourself over. So what? Okay. Pushing P works. You know why? Because it works for both genitalias, penis or pussy. Pushing P. That's what that means. Like I was pushing P last night. Doesn't that make sense? More so than it making no sense at all.
Little Richard was pumping.
Pumping, one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite euphemisms. Pumping being a pumper. No, you're gonna make me find a quote again. I think we've already read it on the show. But
Little Richard was pushing P.
He was pushing P. He was pushing P. Yeah.
Oh, you know who was pushing P?
Who's that?
That boy Jason Biggs in American Pie.
Oh no. Another pushing P legend.
He was pushing P.
Although he was a complete incel. You ever seen that movie We Need to Talk About Kevin?
Oh yeah, you gotta see Kevin.
He was pushing P in front of his mom, bro. It was crazy.
Oh shit! You know who was pushing P? That little boy in the Squid and the Whales.
Yeah, he was pushing P in the library.
That's right.
It's crazy, man. Shout out to all the P pushers, all right?
Oh, word. Shout out to Louis C.K., you sick freak.
See, he was pushing P when he shouldn't have been.
He was pushing P unauthorized. Unsanctioned.
Exactly. You don't want to do that.
He was pushing unsanctioned P. Ric Flair, that guy pushes too much P.
Yeah.
You know about him.
He pushes P while crying. We definitely know about him. Okay.
Well, shout out to all the P pushers out there.
I want to try to read this quote at least once every 10 seasons or something. I don't know. Or
what quote?
No, because we already read it. It was like season 0 when I read it, I think. Here's the okay, I found the quote, Little Richard. And here's the thing, because Jesse tried to play me in the voicemail segment, acting like I didn't know Little Richard. When I'm pretty sure on this show I've mentioned growing up and there being like a direct TV commercial with Little Richard in it that scared me. He was like staring at the camera at this weird angle and like cheesing and it frightened me. But anyway, here's the quote, okay? In 1959, Richard tried so hard to divorce himself from his homosexuality that he actually married a secretary named Ernestine Campbell. Per the Washington Post, the pair met at a revival in the late 1950s during one of Richard's attempts to forsake man and rock music. I'm not gay no more. Jesse knows what I'm talking about. Yet, far as hard as he tried, men made him harder. I didn't write this. Grunge.com wrote this. Via GQ. Throughout his marriage, he voraciously pleasured the littler Richard in his pants. He believed his wife was blind to his homosexuality because she just thought he was a masturbation enthusiast or, quote, pumper. He said. I was pumping so much Peter in those days.
Pumping
8
Peter.
or 9 times
Pushing
a day.
Peter.
Pushing P. 8 or 9 times a day, Richard recalled. He's the P pusher champion.
Holy
okay?
shit.
He's,
what the
No one has
fuck?
ever pushed more P than Little Richard.
That's
Never.
insane.
It's literally insane. Listen, TMI hour with Big Mel. Most I've ever pushed P in 24-3. Never pushed P more than 3. And that was in my teenage years when I was, enamored with pushing P because it was new to me. All right. And then I got older and settled down.
I think maybe Moulz Mel connect on that. I think maybe the most should be 3.
Yeah, but Little Richard, bro,
your balls start to hurt after that. You don't want to do it.
No, you can't be doing that. It's more than just that. It's more than just the physiological response. It's mentally. You're like, what am I doing? Okay, you drain your body completely of testosterone and self-respect and dignity at that point.
Oh shit, Mel's been in the depths. We know where he's been at night at 2 a.m.
Yes, you do. Jesse,
Roc Marciano
my discography rankings coming up exclusively on Patreon. He's heard all this shameful teenage music.
We know about it.
He knows how much I was talking about pushing P. So,
do you know about pushing P? Kobe told the people on the Lakers back in the day, R.I.P. He used to say, "Stop pushing P, guys. You guys are pushing too much P, and that's why we're losing.
It's killing your testosterone and hunger and killer instinct on the court."
When we're in season mode, you got to stop pushing P. Okay.
Oh man.
And then the Lakers did what it do before Mel turned on them. It was a good time.
I never turned on the Lakers. Okay, let's be clear. My first love is the Chicago Bulls. I was born in Illinois, here in Peoria. I grew up here. Okay, Michael Jordan and everything. Gotta love the Bulls. All right. Then Kobe came around. Lakers are my number 2. I don't want to rank them, but just the Lakers. They came around. Jordan retired. Kobe came in. He's Jordan too, as far as I'm concerned. So I rock with the Lakers. And I stayed rocking with the Lakers even after Kobe retired. When I stopped rocking with them is when LeBron came.
That's
because he's cancerous to teams.
That's a lie. It's revisionist history.
I'm really on hiatus.
I remember
I'm still a Laker fan.
During the 2016
I'm waiting on him to retire.
NBA Finals that he was going hard for them Warriors.
Yes. No, I was getting there. Now the Warriors, I credit Stephen Curry for picking up the torch once Kobe retired as my favorite
player. So you're not
player.
A fan of teams. You're a fan of individuals.
Cam, we talked about this with Cam is like. I forgot which episode. I think in the Wu-Tang season. I think Liquid Swords we talked about this. But it's like, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But here's the thing. I got justifications. This isn't sports rankings, okay? But I grew up in Illinois. That justifies the Bulls fandom. Kobe, my dad bought me a Kobe jersey when I was 5. I was in Southern California for many years. So, and it's just so that's justified. I'm covered. And as far as the Warriors, I lived in the Bay for a little bit. I wouldn't say the Bay, but just up north, Northern California. It was Monterey. We've talked about Monterey, Seaside. That's where we live. So we went to a few Warriors games. It was there that the Warriors seed was planted. Put pause,
Who is your dad backing in this current year?
The Warriors.
Oh, he's a Wario too?
Yes.
He's turned?
He didn't turn. I think like me, he's waiting on this LeBron James vortex to fade.
He's not a fan of the LeBron.
The LeBron. Listen, I'll be honest with you folks. Listen, this is we're gonna turn to the sports rankings for 1 second. Stephen A. Smith was, I want to be perfectly clear. I was a LeBron fan. Like many people, up until the whole I'm taking my talents to South Beach thing. So this isn't a fresh take. This isn't new.
I don't want to. Listen, just shut it down. Let me tell you something about let me tell you when I became a LeBron. I'm noted as one of the first LeBron fans, and many people have discussed this previously, but I'll bring it up again. I am known as one of the first LeBron fans as I took a trip to Cleveland the summer he got signed. Him and Carmelo. And it was LeBron fever in Ohio that week.
I remember you told this story. Yeah, you were there.
I'll tell you. Okay, I'm one of the original LeBron fans. I said it then, Said, I'm going to back this guy. I see big things for him. And like you, I was a huge Jordan fan. I mean, nothing will ever eclipse my Jordan fandom. To me, Michael Jordan not playing basketball makes basketball less desirable for me.
I feel you.
You know,
that's why Kobe meant so much.
He was like my sports hero, basically, Michael Jordan. Kobe, I really fucked with his mentality, but I wasn't paying attention to the NBA nearly as much as I was when Jordan was playing.
Okay.
So, I mean, I made a song about a long time ago, but I made a song about
Cutthroat
Kobe.
like Kobe. I remember.
Right. So, like, I fucked with Kobe's the Mamba mentality, you know?
Yep.
But at the end of the day, if I'm not backing Michael Jordan, I said I'm backing my man LeBron. Because I was like, this is gonna be the guy, trust me.
I feel you up until he left. And look, I don't blame him for
leaving care about
Cleveland.
all
Let
that.
me be clear.
I don't care
in
about
hindsight,
that.
He had to. They weren't giving him any support.
I don't care about the fact that he's the vanity of him doing a special about it. None of that matters to me. Okay?
It was a bit much, man.
Do you want to know what did it for me?
I know what it is. The 2 Chainz thing, right?
He went to the studio with 2 Chainz that night.
In the middle of the season.
No, not in the middle of the season. In the middle of the finals.
No, it wasn't the finals.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Playoffs?
They were not. No, it was just like the regular season.
Are you sure? It was an important game. I'm pretty sure.
It wasn't.
Was it not the night?
I think they were fighting for their playoff lives at the time.
Was it not the night before the infamous Kyrie moment?
What infamous Kyrie moment?
Am I getting the player confused? Where dude went in the wrong direction? Who was it who did that?
The wrong direction?
It wasn't Kyrie. It was, who was it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's his name? The guy. He was like, he's an idiot. He ran in the wrong direction. And LeBron, that famous meme, he's like, LeBron pointing, he's like, where are you going?
Who did he didn't run the wrong direction. He didn't. He wasn't aware of the clock. He had low court awareness at the moment. J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith. Okay, there you go.
He's doing great, by the way. He's playing golf. He's back.
That was the day after. That game was the day after he went to the studio with 2 Chainz.
No, it wasn't.
It was, bro. I'm telling you.
He was already on the Lakers.
Yeah,
because I remember where we were. I was at work in the JJ's Fish and Chicken parking lot, and we were talking. And I was like, "See, he went to LA to do all his big business deals and entrepreneurial moves." And you're like, "See, he's not the guy anymore." I remember you telling me it's like he's neglecting basketball to do Hollywood, effery.
And I mean, did he not do Hollywood effery?
That's what he did.
Fucking Space Jam nonsense. I mean, listen,
in 2019, he A&R'd Rapper Go to the League.
Rapper Go to the League.
Yeah.
Go to the league, bro. You're in the league. You're in the fucking league. Listen, he made that out. That was the worst 2 Chainz album by far that I've ever heard. And
I think I only liked 1 song on it. Maybe 2.
He's just... LeBron was responsible for the fall off of 2 Chainz and the fall off of himself.
Look, folks, I was ready to end my grudge, bury the hatchet with LeBron when he went back to Cleveland. But you know what happened? He started messing with my Warriors. So then the grudge just intensified.
No, that was a dope moment when he went back to Cleveland. It
was a dope moment. But then, unfortunately, he tried to beat my Warriors, so I couldn't have stayed
because this Lakos era, it's disgusting. He won a fake ring during a fake season. I don't even want to talk. Like, I hate Lakos, LeBron. I should be happy because I could go literally like 10 blocks away from my house and go see him, but I don't want to see Lakos,
at the
LeBron.
Crypto.com arena.
Yeah, no,
I would say that's his fault too. He probably negotiated.
It's going to be the Jones Coin arena by the time we're done with it. Okay.
Oh, brother. Look, I just want to say, LeBron prior to leaving, I was totally on board. I was a witness, as they were saying. He was the king. One of the all-time best basketball performances I've ever seen was, I believe, the 2007 Eastern Conference semifinals or maybe finals. The game where he basically scored like 1 million straight points against the Pistons. I watched that live, and I'm like, yo, this dude is the guy. He's inhuman. I've never seen anything like this. And I was on board, and then he left, and he turned heel. and it was all
heel
bad.
era was sick. I loved it.
Looking back, yeah, you love it because it's like the same way I love the Hollywood Rock era.
Yeah.
You know, at the time I was like, no, he cut his hair and he's got this big tattoo. This ain't the Rock I know. You know, but
every era of LeBron was good until the Lakers. I can't even bear to look at him anymore.
Final two statements before we end sports rankings. Free rating for y'all. If we ever do Rap or Go to the League, I only like one song. It's the intro, Forgiven, featuring Marsha Ambrosius. And here's my other sports.
And Francis and the Lights.
What? Francis and the Lights?
Yeah, he's on there. He produced it as well, or he co-produced it.
Oh, right, he was on this. Right. Let me check the credits. Let me see.
Classic Burial by Mel.
No, never. No. I don't see him in the credits. I see Kanye West in the credits, but we know Francis is doing a lot for Kanye. So
it was Francis.
Anyway,
never gets the credit.
Second thing, before we end sports rankings and probably this review, listen, I saw what happened the other night. The referee tried to re-injure Clay. Okay, he was running down the court, and he ran into the referee, and he almost got hurt again. And as my man Philip said in the chat, he said like the mob was gonna come after that referee if he got hurt again, because that's NBA revenue. And you know, I had to hit him with that Tony Soprano. You know how I would have been. This is how I would have ran in outside that referee at the supermarket.
I'll run up on her ass in the supermarket like Tony Soprano. You the one? You the bitch that tripped Clay?
Okay, that's how I would have done it. Okay, but you know this is sports rankings, so this is rap rankings. The game is to be sold, not told. So anything else?
No.
Yo, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all the other episodes, stop by raprankings.com or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform.